was adopted, you know. This is where my life started, you know. All the dreams I could have lived and have and everything, you know, was shattered by discipline. Funny enough, the word discipline shattered my dream. You would think discipline will make you follow your dreams and get it done, but sometimes discipline, it called not be, you're selfish, you're not disciplined. Sometimes you do a selfless act and you have to think about others instead of yourself. And that's who I was. I'm a person who think about friends, families before I even think about myself. And maybe that's why, I am not a top football player today, because I had the opportunities and the chances. I never waste them. I took every chance that ever come to me in life. But there's always some obstacle, whether it's a friend or a family or whatever. But I still bounce back every time these obstacles come. I jump over them, hurdles over them. It might lead me to a different river. My river might be going this way, and sometimes the river may end up go up on the bank and reach to a different river because we have a change the pattern of my life, because that's just how it was. Right? The reality of it, I worked hard to get where I am today, practically on my own. Obviously, getting a job helped me. From few friends helped me. Few members of the family, I would say, helped me at some point in my life. But this is my step family, not my real family. The whole earth is my family. My friends and people I know growing up with is my family, because I had to create my own family in the real world because I was adopted. Now, I got adopted at age 6 months old because my mother, right? My mother is a black woman. Yeah, and my father was pretty much my skin complexion, but a bit red version. You understand what I mean? His mother and father was black and white. So from day one, I have always been in the black and white society, and there's always been a mix-up. There's always the whites don't accept me, and then you have the blacks, say life is easier for me because I'm brown. So really and truly, now look on the fact that it was hard work and dedication, discipline, and motivation and enthusiasm that I have inside me to move forward. No matter the resilience, all these things, perseverance, all these things were part of my life. I have to use my own initiative in everything I do. I see black men with great jobs, and I see white men with great jobs. I see Chinaman, every nation with great jobs. We all can't have the great jobs. Somebody have to do the small jobs then too. You understand what I mean? If you decide to be a street sweeper, that means say earn a little bit of money. It's just that people are gonna look on you funny. They say you're dirty and you stink and you this and you that. He's a bus driver, them look down on you, say that you work for the government or you're not doing nothing great with your life. But really and truly, it takes a lot of work to be a bus driver. Because we have to take care of our people who in the bus industry has to take care of people's lives on a daily basis. Now, I grew up in a town in JA called St. Elizabeth. I was born in St. Elizabeth. And when I was born in St. Elizabeth, I was adopted by this couple who were having trouble to conceive. Later to find out that the lady that adopted me was my grand-auntie. So she was my grand-auntie who couldn't have kids, and her sister had, several children, and other siblings had kids, and a few was misfortunate. But at the end of the day, I was given a chance to be adopted by my grand-aunt. So I was adopted into family. So it was a good thing that I was adopted into family. Yeah, so adopted into family, you feel that you'll be safe and you'll be fine. But not in my world. See, my mother was young when she had me. She was about 16, 17, very young, and my father was not too older than that. So they were young people, and honestly, I have nothing against them, that they weren't there for me, and I am part happy that they weren't there for me, because I managed to raise myself into the man I would hope to be, or even be greater than who I am today. But obviously in life you have your own trials and tribulations to go through, and without parents sometimes that can be difficult. But me as one man growing up, I never had parents. For all my life I never had a father or I never had a mother. I would say lucky to the ones who have parents. But then again, I see a lot of how some parents treat their kids, and I am glad I grew up with people who wasn't really that caring either. But at the same time, for to know that they're not caring, I had to care about myself. So I tell everybody this: no matter who your parents are or who they are, you can't depend on them to care for you alone. You have to care for yourself. You understand what I mean? And that sometimes I make mistakes caring for yourself. But that's how it is. You learn. You might survive it. You don't survive it. At least you try to do the right thing by yourself. So I got adopted by my grandaunt, because my father wasn't interested to raise me. My mother, she ran off. She wasn't interested to raise me either. So my grandmother ended up giving me to my grandaunt. Later on, found out that it's like it was a purchase. I was sold. With a price of fee to have me. And it's sad to say I was sold. It feel like I was sold, and when I hear about slavery and all that, it was nothing like that. I was sold into a better life, and I don't regret it one day. As today, the reason why I'm speaking out is because I'm gonna show you triumph versus adversities and everything that I've been through. And a lot of people never know this unless I say it, right? This is not publicity stunt. This is to teach a lot of kids out there who hasn't got a mom, dad, who's in orphanage. Don't worry, guys. I'm an orphan. I am an orphan. Alright? Today, I'm a big grown man, and I can tell you of the journey that I've been through.